This video was sponsored by the World Caregiver Network. For more information, visit www.worldcaregivernetwork.com.
We put up a wall here. This way we can still get to the plumbing.
Why don't we just board up the stairway?
Sooner or later there might be a patrol through here. Looters maybe. I don't want anybody to even know that stairway exists.
So obviously the guys are going to build a fake wall, so to speak, or a false wall, so that if any looters and that come in. So anyways, we have Roger. He's in pretty bad shape. The infection or whatever it is is overtaking him, and yeah, she's just really giving him medication to kill the pain, but unfortunately it's not going to do much. You're going to hear this.
What else to do? You're doing fine.
His leg is awful. The infection's spreading quickly. Can't we do something? Can't we take him to a med unit?
I've seen half a dozen guys get bitten by those things. None of them lasted more than 3 days.
Peter, where are you?
Right here, trooper.
We did it, didn't we? We whipped him, didn't we?
That's right, Raj.
Didn't we? Didn't we whip him?
Sure did, buddy. We whipped them. We whipped them good.
We whipped him and we got it all!
We whipped him, we got it all! Well, you can see him there alone, and he knows it's pretty much it. So anyways, you have, back to Fran's character, Fly Girl, I guess. Yeah, she's pregnant. Not the greatest thing to be in a zombie epidemic, that's for sure. Not a good thing at all.
Steven, get out, please.
Tells him to get out of there. Yeah. What do? I think she was pregnant before this whole thing went down. So this is a cool thing. There's just a framing of the wall here, and but the thing is, it's just use 2x4s or 2x6s. 2x2s were done in like trailers from the 1970s, and it's not strong. They basically put 2x2s, fucking little thin pieces of wood, and this thin it's not even drywall, it's like wallboard or something. It's absolutely weak. You gotta make the fake wall strong. Anyways, they're collecting the bodies. It's gonna stink. It's weird. I don't show this part, but they throw them in the freezer. I wouldn't want to mix zombies with my food, so I think it's actually better to, throw them outside.
You never know.
Money, money, money. All right.
Very cool. They got keys to the kingdom and keys to the bank. I guess the money could potentially or possibly be worth of value if you found some settlement. And here they are, basically, in a way, they're forgetting about the real issue, which is basically they're in a zombie holocaust, so to speak. They're kind of playing house there. I wouldn't weigh candies if I wasn't paying for them, but they're enjoying it. But they should be spending the time basically killing all the zombies in the circumference of the mall in the parking lot. And the reason why I say that is the zombies aren't enough of a threat to keep out other people, but they are enough of a threat if they get in. They're gonna screw up your place, and they're a danger, right? As we find out later in the film, of course. All right. So anyways, yeah, they're in essence shopping, in essence playing house. I don't blame them. I guess it's an escape from reality. But the reality is, this mall is a tomb, and even I think Fran has forgotten that at this point.
Come on,
There we go, going through some good stuff, and like consumers, Night of the Living Dead was a commentary on consumerism, and the main characters themselves are consuming. I guess they're just not paying for it, of course, which is, you can't go wrong with that in a way. It's kind of funny. So, yeah. And this is cool. I remember what arcades were like in the in the late 70s, basically. I've actually played a lot of these games. I remember the games where they would use, like, it's not a, it is a video game, but it's just like film, and you're driving in the film kind of thing. And which is kind of interesting. Of course, there's a Star Trek game. I can't remember that. I don't know if that's Outlaw or I forget what it was called. But it was like, and here's this. He dies in this driving game, and it really, is basically a representation or foreshadowing that, yeah, you died in the game. You're also going to die in real life. You're going to lose in real life because you're going to turn into a zombie. How's it going? Pop Bottle Pete, is that you? Pete? Pop Bottle Pete? Holy smokes. And they should have gotten rid of these things. And again, I think, they wonderful days of shopping, but, now they see,
Here.
They're after us. They know we're still in here.
They're after the place. They don't know why, they just remember. Remember that they want to be in here.
What the hell are they?
They're us, that's all. There's no more room in hell.
What?
Something my granddaddy used to tell us. You know Macumba? Voodoo. Granddad was a priest in Trinidad. He used to tell us, when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Very, very fitting. When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. And there's Roger. He's gonna be one of them. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, these creatures want the people in the mall, obviously, to eat them, but they also want the mall, basically, is because it's what they knew. Now, Roger is going through massive pain. They're shooting him up with morphine. I don't know if he's, shooting up like Keith Richards did back in the 70s. I have no idea, but this is just, there we go. They finished the wall here. Roger is not in good shape. So basically, he had a fun day at the mall, and then now he's really in bad shape. And like Peter had said, basically, I can't remember what part of the film, but usually when people are bit, 2 to 3 days, and then that's it. So obviously the morphine takes away the pain. They administer it to patients today, but it doesn't fix anything. You just feel better. So, yeah, really bad scene, absolutely. Really bad situation, which is unfortunate. But anyways, we're going to... he's going to put him nighty night, and they're playing house a little bit, I guess you can say. Their place isn't fully set up. Actually, there's a fridge there. Actually, I have one of those bar fridges in black, mind you, and I got a smaller one in white.
I want you, Peter. You take care of me when I go.
Just try to get some sleep, man. Save your strength.
I don't want to be walking around like that. Peter. Peter!
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Don't do it till you're sure I am coming back. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try not to come back. I'm gonna try. Not to.
I'm going to try not to come back like that. Well, good luck. Good luck, Roger. Anyways, this is a scene, basically, I thought it was fitting, left it in. And basically, it's, I don't know, some type of doctor, I don't know what he is, with a patch or whatever he's seen earlier. And he's like, dummies! 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 There's only one choice. Nuclear, drop nuclear bombs in all the big cities. Really. And I mean, unfortunately, he's right, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, he's right. But yeah, this is a very cool scene. Okay, you got Peter there. Basically, he's waiting for his friend to come back. And, and as we know, if you've seen the film before, he does. Yeah.
For a whole specimen that is walking around there in increasing numbers, we should feed them. What else are you going to do with them? God. Give me a
Happiness. I think that's where he says a nuclear thing. Again, I can't hear any of the audio. Okay, anyways, so we got Peter here watching Roger. I guess Roger's there as well under the blanket. And normally if someone isn't well and then you see some string, you're like, oh, they're getting better. Awesome. But no, that totally isn't the case. This is a pretty shitty situation here. And, yeah, what can I say? It's, in the George Romero universe, if you are bitten, you will come back as a zombie, basically. You will get sick, you will die, and you will return. And yeah, it's a shitty job that Peter has, for sure, absolutely. His best friend, basically. And, hello! Here he is. And you notice, like, he's awake and he's looking around. He's like, I don't know where I am. That's what he's first thinking, like, where am I? But I don't think he knows who he was. I just think he's like, where am I? And then he kind of sees, oh, he sees Peter, and he's just like, food. So there's almost like a few seconds where the zombie doesn't know where he's at and trying to figure it out. Once he figures it out, it's like, oh, there's food. And the gunshot. What do you do? I guess it's good that Peter's a good shot, but yeah, I think this brings it back to them, to be honest with you, this situation with Roger, that, you know what, you guys might be playing, we might be playing house, but this is a reality of things, basically. This is a reality. We're pretending. The reality is outside. And of course, his friend is buried. Yeah, what do you do? It's a shitty thing. Obviously, Roger's death really has, brought reality back home. And of course, now let's practice shooting at things. Okay, now that's a useful skill. I'd be shooting at the people outside with long, rifles or whatever, with scopes. But, I guess this is good. Okay, so, they're having a nice romantic dinner, so on and so forth. I cut out a lot of this scene, but there's a part in this scene where basically Flyboy proposes to Fly Girl, and she declines. She didn't feel it was the right time. Well, fuck, I don't know when the right time is, man. It's a zombie apocalypse. But anyways, I guess there's no, it doesn't matter if you get married or not. I guess there's no divorce judges to fuck you over in court. So yeah, you got, Roger was Peter's best friend. It's weird, right? And that's who he wants to celebrate with. And I get it, man. I totally get it. Yeah, it's brutal stuff. Death is just a footstep away, I guess. Anyways, Dawn. This is the image when I think of Dawn of the Dead. Literally, it is Dawn. Dawn of the Dead. It's probably a number of months later. She's further along. Obviously, you're seeing it more. It's good, when you're pregnant, it's good to smoke how she's doing and drink. It's funny, back then, honestly, that's the way it was. Women would smoke and drink when they were pregnant. They didn't know any better. It was just it was honestly normal. Anyways, they got this place set up kind of. It's cozy, man. It's smart that they didn't, make playhouse on the main floor, because if zombies got in, they're fucked. At least they played house up here, but I'm saying that wall that they made, it's fucking too flimsy, too fucking in every respect. And you're going to see the flaws of that later on, because even if the zombies got in, they still could have kept their lair upstairs if they would have made the wall better and not this 2x2 bullshit construction and wallboard. And the ball represents, guess what? Guess who still wants to come there? No, of course, the moaning and groaning of the zombies. It attracts other zombies. I mean, it's kind of like how you see in The Walking Dead, like that herd mentality. They kind of herd up. And the zombies want in there, A, because basically they think there's food in there, people. Well, they know there is. And B, basically, this is a place that was important in their lives, basically. Now, you're going to notice there's places where I don't say anything, and just because I feel the commentary is very important, basically. So I try not to talk over it if I can. Marilyn Monroe style. Oh, there you go. Any of you vinyl nerds out there, or you still like your vinyl, you guys are probably salivating over this record player. You're just like, wow, right? But it's like, yeah, vinyl has a nice warm sound to it, but it's funny, the whole process where you gotta blow on the record, get all the dust off, take that brush thing and fucking clean it off before you play it. I don't know. For me, I prefer CDs. Yeah, they're just playing house, so on and so forth. Peter is still, or sorry, not Peter. Flyboy's still like, you see him in front of the TV a lot. Like, hey, what's going on? He's hoping something will happen. Like, you know, good, right? You know, hey, they've gotten the zombie epidemic under control. But that's not the case. Anyways, they're gambling with free money, I guess. Yeah, and you're going to see this. And
There hasn't been a broadcast for 3 days. Why don't you give it up?
kind of pisses him off. She thinks it's pointless. It's like, no, the society's done. Like, there's no point in trying to tune into the TV. There's not even an emergency station broadcasting. Yeah, fuck. What do you do? And she just shuts it off. And you're going to see what his response is, of course. Again, they made a prison for themselves. A place that's supposed to be safe. They're supposed to actually go to Canada. I don't know if that would have worked out well. Supposedly Canada is a place where it's like, hey, there's no zombies here. For whatever weird reason, it seems it's like just in the United States in the George Romero, I guess, universe, I guess you can say.
What have we done to ourselves?
There we go. Here we have some foreshadowing for sure, with the bleakness of it all, and the characters realizing their really true predicament.
This video was sponsored by the World Caregiver Network. For more information, visit www.worldcaregivernetwork.com.